Here's the situation. She thought she found a wallet with $150,000 in it and decided, well, finders keepers.
Yeah, but what she thought was good fortune for her turned out to be a huge mistake. Jenna Sachs explains in this Contact 6 report.
I was completely fooled.
This woman, who asked we not reveal her identity, says she's filled with regret.
I just regret being a part of it.
She says she was walking through a parking lot on Blue Mound Road in Brookfield last Saturday when a woman called out to her.
She asked me if I had dropped something.
She says the woman held up a wallet filled with cash.
It was brown. It almost looked like the size of a brick.
They called over a third woman to take a look. They decided to keep the money and split it 3 ways.
Well, finders keepers then, huh?
The woman who found the wallet said she worked at First Weber Realtors. She said her office had a money counting machine and that her boss would help them draw up paperwork to keep the money legally. The 3 women drove together to the office, parked in the back, and the woman who found the wallet walked inside. She came back out with unbelievable news.
That there was $150,000 in cash in the wallet.
But in order to get the money, she said all 3 women had to provide some cash to prove they were financially responsible. So they drove to Educators Credit Union.
I walked to my bank and withdrew the money.
Back at First Weber Realty, they parked behind the building again. This woman says one at a time, the other 2 women walked around the building and came back with stacks of what looked like real cash. Then it was this woman's turn.
And that's when it hit me that something was wrong.
Inside First Weber, no one knew what she was talking about. Meanwhile, the car and the other 2 women disappeared, along with her $2,000.
The whole thing is horrendous.
Brookfield police are investigating. A spokesman tells me he'd never heard of this type of scam before. I also spoke with a representative of First Weber Realty, who tells me no one by that woman's name or description works for them. The victim says she spent 3 hours with the alleged scammers, and while she's now broke, she's grateful she wasn't hurt. I'm Jenna Sachs, Contact 6.